Gillian, this is feedback for your interim submission for the hotel project. What I will do is I'll go through the criteria that we're assessing on for this particular part of the project. The first one being that the concept is clearly identified in inspiration and mood boards, and I think it's probably a pity that you haven't included those as part of the presentation, because when I read about what the interior is going to be looking like and I see your sketches, I think it'd be useful to see just the ideas and the mood that would come across from your scheme boards or your mood boards, which I actually don't remember seeing. Again, I think it would be useful to have included those as part of your presentation. Your annotation gives a brief description of the spaces that you've illustrated on this presentation, and also your annotation on your plans identify all the spaces that you've designed into the hotel. I think it would be useful from the point of view of maybe somebody who's not familiar with the project, having just a wee bit more information on the background to the project, because again, you're not here to sort of emphasise or reiterate some of these points that I'm maybe familiar with but somebody else isn't familiar with. At first glance, the plans seem very workable. Just having a look, we're coming into the reception area, so you've got your reception desk and your small kind of relaxation sort of meeting space, seating area you've called it. My only concern would be spaces 9, 10 and 11, which are on ground floor level, where potentially people are sort of walking past. You've used this as sort of office spaces. I'm wondering if that's something that should maybe be somewhere else within the building and maybe have a more kind of public use for those spaces there. I see you've put a meeting room, conference room up on the first floor. Is that something that might be workable downstairs? I'm not sure, just a suggestion. You've kept the fire escape route, and I assume you'll be doing something with the stairs as we head up into the upper level. In fact, we're going into an orientation space, and again we've got directions as to where people can sort of go after that. I think the way you've planned in the sort of restaurant area and the bar area works well. Just watch your bar positioning at the window and how it finishes off at the window when you're detailing that in the next phase of the project. I'm just wondering if one door or single leaf door into the restaurant is sufficient, and again that's going to be something that you can look at when you're sort of doing maybe sort of sketch drawings and things. Again, the layout looks quite interesting. Again, maybe a wee bit more annotation would have helped with regards to the structure that's running over your tables. I know you've sort of maybe briefly mentioned that in the wee bit of blurb that goes with the illustrations. But that's something to think about when you are actually starting to draw these plans up for the next stage and annotate them effectively for the next stage. Perspective sketches give a good idea of some of the wee bits and details that you're sort of talking about. Illustrates it quite well. Again, all I was looking for was sketch images at this point. Adding in your wee bits of samples and things and your wee images are quite good. I think it would have been useful again at this stage to have something potentially more comprehensive in the way of a sort of scheme board. Not that we're asking you to sort of stick with that, but I think it would be useful, even for a client at this point of view, to get a better idea of how these things are maybe sort of coming together and supporting your visuals. I think where you are at this stage is a good stepping off point to go on to detailing and really working up the rest of the project to the finished submission in April. Thank you.